Hello guys, welcome back to Gospel News where they bring on information or bunge information on us. Take the go. Those of now we never follow us on our social media handles, please do that very quickly so you can be getting our update back to back. We'll go straight to the reason why we are here. And if you have not followed our Telegram channel, it is also here. It's on the screen. That's the link you can use to follow our Telegram channel. So you'll be getting other updates and videos. We'll be say they happen everywhere around the world. And some videos we will know the fee post on social media. You can also see them for there. We'll go straight to the reason why we are here today. Now, they said that the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, don't cut chain, give the Nigerian government. Say now, wayo, now they do where they take keep them for we are in day now, as I talk to you. And they say for a long time now, he's supposed to come off from that particular position because he has been discharged and acquitted by a court of competent jurisdiction. We will go into details of waiting in talk, that matter along. So, and I want to also bring advice to some of you where we say, una day for hospitals. They say Nigerian government hospitals don't deploy student doctors serving corps members in Abuja amid doctor strike. Now, they say now all these quack doctors, now they don't bring up and down around the country, say may they go they treat people, we be say they know well. This one another bad news. So Mona look out for the doctors, abi nurses we go come chook strange, put for on our body, may they no give on injection. We go cause disorder or cause squanner leg. Because if they don't give you proper injection, it will cause this kind of matter. I'm going to go into details and see what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu talk from DSS custody. The detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB Nnamdi Kanu, has described as travesty the Nigerian government's use of civil proceedings to overturn an order of the court that discharged and acquitted him from criminal charges. Kanu's displeasure was made known by his special counsel, Barrister Aloy Ejimako, after his associate, whom he simply identified as Barrister Mandela, visited Kanu in the custody of the Department of State Services, DSS, on Thursday. Explaining what the detained IPOB leader meant, Ejimako said that the order of discharge from all criminal charges and the companion order that Kanu should never be tried in any Nigerian court because of the extraordinary rendition emanated from a criminal proceedings, not a civil proceedings. What this means is that when the appellate court, will be the appeal court, ruled that no other court in Nigeria has the power to try this case, that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged and acquitted, that all these things when the federal government they do now, shenanigans to make sure they hold him down. And we all know and we have agreed to that Nigeria is now a lawless country. But the Attorney General resorted to the use or misuse, if you will, of a civil proceedings, the application for stay, to obtain an order from the same court of appeal to stay the execution of the order of discharge emanating from a criminal process. In other words, criminal and civil processes are not supposed to mix, especially in a case such as this. It is more egregious where a civil process was used to overthrow or overturn a criminal process, he said. This is how Nigeria works. They are mixing up everything together, everything. Both civil process and criminal process, all of them are the same for Nigeria. There is no division of labor. There is no distinction. Everything now, just to make sure it favors them. But they know that. According to Ejimako, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu considered this, and I agree totally, to be a procedural and fundamental anomaly that never should happen, where the liberty of a criminal defendant under Chapter 5 of the Nigerian Constitution is at stake. It is thus a profound assault on his fundamental human rights. Additionally, Kanu is dismayed that it took mere few days to obtain this infamous order of stay, which temporarily destroyed the order of discharge, whereas it has taken him nearly 8 years from when he was initially arrested and charged in 2015 to get justice, including particularly that it will now take almost 1 year for the Supreme Court to hear his appeal from when it was filed in October last year to September this year, when the appeal is set to be heard. Una don't see, this is the, I told you people that what they will use to hold you down in Nigeria is adjournment. The same thing that they are doing to P2B today. Today is adjournment, tomorrow is adjournment, next time to adjournment. If Tinubu is inaugurated as the president of Nigeria now, the next adjournment for Tinubu's case will become months, if not years, so that it will collect enough water. All these things have now resulted in a manifestly unjust situation where Kanu's detention has turned extrajudicial and extra-constitutional because he is neither currently facing any trial nor does he have any charges pending against him. Una dey hear am? So as it is now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not facing any trial and he does not have any charges against him on the table. Therefore, his detention is now tantamount to serving a sentence of imprisonment without a conviction or even a trial. That's what makes it a travesty of justice, and even if a trial by ordeal, and it should not be allowed to stand. Una dey hear that this thing that federal government, Malami and Buhari are doing, say na wuruwuru, na in dey take hold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for where he dey now. Recall that Kanu was arrested in Kenya, kidnapped and extraordinarily renditioned to Nigeria in June 2021 by the Nigerian government for continuation of trial of treasonable felony and terrorism charges preferred against him by the federal government of Nigeria. Kanu has since his arrest been held in detention in the DSS custody in Abuja, but in October 2022, the Court of Appeal discharged and acquitted the IPOB leader of all the criminal charges and ordered his immediate and unconditional release from detention, which everybody celebrated. But till today, that order has not been carried out because of the injustice, intimidation, and because of the fact that he is an Igbo man. This country called Nigeria hates Ndi Igbo a lot. However, the Nigerian government, through the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, AGF, Abubakar Malami, rejected the appellate court ruling, obtained a stay of execution of the court order from the same court, and appealed the judgment at the Supreme Court while Kanu remained in detention. Una dey see am? The same court that discharged and acquitted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu also gave Malami an order, for the stay of execution. Una dey hear matter? The same court. So how are these things? How is Nigeria contradicting itself? In every angle, they are contradicting themselves. To fear. And as we proceed, so we will go listen to one of the videos from this guy, what they call lawyer for Labour Party, where they call Kenneth Okonkwo. Maybe they hear small from some of these things where they happen for court. We hear within the talk concerning Apapa Lamidi.
No. I am Kenneth Okonkwo, the spokesperson for Labour Party Obidati Presidential Campaign Council, and one of the lawyers representing His Excellency Peter Obi and Labour Party in court for this petition.
Processes have been adopted. Your whole take about
Oh well, in issues like this, you go on incrementally. There were motions that were moved, but particularly the application that we are seeking for the live streaming of this petition was the one that stood out. And let me say that the issue of public hearing of our courts is a constitutional issue. Section 36, subsection 3 guarantees that courts should sit in public. So there is nothing secret about courts. If you go to Kenya, you will see that Kenya's the live stream. You go to United States, even when a president of the United States, the former president, was indicted, the whole world saw it. What are we hiding? The one that is disturbing is that INEC, as an umpire that has a great opportunity to clear its name from its battered image, is opposing the public hearing of this petition.
Okay.
Opposing that Nigerians should know why they declared a winner in the dead of the night. They are opposing these things as if there is something to hide.
Of course,
why would an umpire oppose Nigerians hearing something publicly? So it's very disturbing. So the court has adjourned for ruling on that issue till Monday.
It is a fresh development. I don't know if you're aware.
Yes.
In Kanu State, regarding the governor-elect in Abia State.
Oh, well.
Do you have any reaction?
We were in court when we heard it. What do you expect? The reason people are developing cold feet to the justice delivery in our country is for such orders and rulings. But we have come this far, and there will be no retreat, there will be no surrender. You also saw how a court was disgraced in court today, who came in purporting to represent somebody in a petition that has already commenced. Where we are there on the 8th of May when this petition commenced. And you just want to break in, as they normally do, breaking into people's properties without authorization. The only thing that is regrettable is that at times they do it with some collusion with some members that ought to be delivering justice, not delivering judgment. Whether the case, we heard it that it's in Kanu. Good. By the time it comes to Abuja, maybe where jurisdiction is, I think the people that have the jurisdiction will deliver better justice to that. But just know that it is ephemeral, temporal, and will soon pass away, like the people that came to court today passed away disgracefully. As a matter of fact, the learned judges of the Court of Appeal told one unknown lawyer, you should have known better as a son that you shouldn't do this. So our legal system should have known better that they should not be removing people that come to power by the will of the Nigerian people through the courts. It's the Nigerian people that determine who will govern them, not the courts. So it's unfortunate we've come to this level in this country. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, guys, and I don't see that update there. See, well, I don't bust out for Labour Party. They say La Media Papa was disgraced, and they don't shishi all the people who go carry enter court to. As they proceed, they say they don't go hire krukiri lawyers. So I'm sorry, krukiri doctors. So all those not say Lisa go full for one hospital where they for Abuja. They say that the Federal Medical Center, Jabi, Abuja, said it drafted locum doctors serving National Youth Service Corps members who are doctors and house officers to offset the shortage of manpower caused by the ongoing strike by the National Association of Resident Doctors, NARD. The hospital's head of clinical services, Dr. Joseph Ehichiala, said they had to take the measure to avoid shutdown so as to continue to attend to patients. Speaking with the News Agency of Nigeria, he said, we had to think out of the box on how to maintain services. Resident doctors are the bedrock of healthcare delivery because they are more in number. Here, we have to close to 100 consultants, but the resident doctors, youth corps members, and others, we number like 350, so they are the main workforce. When patients visit the hospital, they are the first point of call before you contact the consultant if there are issues. However, what we did in this case is that we have some youth corps doctors and we still have a few locum doctors. We have house officers that are not part of the strike, and we have principal medical officers. So as much as we can, we try to make use of these people to keep services, the emergencies running, and some other point of service delivery so that the hospital is not completely shut. And so they tell us so they can't continue to the Yandi Okpata. They go from there. Doctors, so now no one pay them money. Federal government in Gige, you no one pay doctors money. Instead, you go say, oh, if you are not satisfied, you people can go to you can quit or go abroad. Say you have enough doctors today. They don't they hire quack doctors. People will be saying they learn work. So maybe they come become a guy for office. Una look well, or maybe they no go use a syringe, go chukona for eye. Say they won't give on an injection for different hospitals inside the country. Now there they draw the curtain. I go see you now for the next update. Thank you.